Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel today. Thanks for stopping by. So today I'm just going to be sharing, the things that I've learned during my service year. I know a lot of people are serving right now. A lot of people are going to serve. This is something that has been on since like forever. So I'm just here to share my own experiences and the lessons that I've learned during my NYSC. Let's hit it. So let's start with the fact that I never wanted to serve where I served, something like that. I mean, people really get this, they want to serve anyway. So I actually wanted to serve in Lagos State. I know that's cliche, but the reason why I wanted to serve in Lagos State was because I wanted to work in a relevant field. Like I didn't just want to spend my NYSC teaching, to be honest, because I'm a trained engineer. I just wanted to really, really practice the engineering. So I wanted Lagos, and I was already successful in getting some placements in Lagos already. I was already making arrangements for accommodation, like I wasn't even playing. And then some days to when the call-up letter was released, I had a weakness in my spirit. I wasn't going to get Lagos. So I told my sister and my very good friend, and then they were like, no, don't say that. You already started running things. I'm like, nah, I don't think I'm going to get Lagos. And to truth be told, I actually didn't get Lagos. I got Kwara State. And when I got Kwara State, I wasn't sad because I was already mentally prepared for something else other than Lagos State. So let's eat it. So when I was in Kwara, you guys, my camp was very far from town, from Ilorin, which is the capital of the state. Ipata camp was my camp, and that camp is a blessed camp. You guys, it wasn't funny, but I survived. And then I'm just going to share the things that I learned and the things that helped me survive in Kwara State basically. So number one, make friends. Make friends. Good, godly, supportive, kingdom friends, you guys. I'm really grateful to God for the friends that I made in camp and outside camp. And I'm just going to tell you why. They made my Kwara worth it. My stay in Kwara worth it. They made my service here worth it. They made it exciting, to be honest. And when I was in camp, I went out of my way to meet people. Like I literally decided that no, this NYSC, I'm going to make friends. I can't just hold on to the fact that my friends from school, uni are, we've all scattered. I was actually the only one from among my friends in Kwara State. So I was supposed to be lonely, but then I decided that I wasn't going to be lonely. So I started making friends. I walk up to people, we talk, and we go to Mami Market to eat together. And then, we just did all this other good stuff. So outside camp, those friends came in handy because, when I was searching for accommodation, they were there. We're all there for proper networking and to, encourage each other. Another thing that I would say you should have, to survive during your service here is to have faith, because you're going to need it. Let me tell you something. I don't know how much they're paying now, but when I was serving, they were paying 19.8. And that 19.8, well, for those of you that can save, good to you, good for you, but it wasn't supposed to be enough for me. I mean, I was supposed to get an apartment. I was supposed to take care of myself, and it just wasn't supposed to be enough. So I had to figure out ways to get enough and get some from home. But if you know you don't want to, get help from home, good for you. God grant you wisdom to do what you have to do to survive. But for me, I had to manage whatever they gave me from home and to invest it. So I started growing my business. So another thing that I did during my service year that I'm grateful for is that I focused on capacity building. And what do I mean by capacity building? What I mean is that instead of just going to PPA, come back home and not having anything added to my life, what I did was that I actually went out for some trainings, because there are so many things I wanted to learn during my service year, and those things were not available for me in Kwara State. So what I did was that I took advantage of the ones that were available for me, and most of these insights came when I was in camp. So it's very important to go for all their afternoon lecture, because sometimes it might pick one or two things. So I was interested in management. So I did some management courses and exams during my service year, which I'm grateful for. I took a diploma course online on business administration, and that has helped me in starting my own business and my wig line, motor crowns, and you know, I also, joined some societies and groups, and I learned, a little bit of public speaking. I didn't have much time to focus on that, but at least I've started practicing that because I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel and own a couple of talk shows in the future. Praise God for that. Hallelujah. And then I was just getting myself involved in a lot of things. There was a time someone called me busybody, basically, because I was, always everywhere, learning and stuff. I was just increasing capacity. Another thing I did during my service year was that I started planning for my future. You know, I knew I wanted to do. I know I still know. I knew then I wanted to do my masters after my BSc. So I started looking at different schools, applying. What's the criteria? Do I have to take some exams? Do I have to write GRE? Do I have to take IELTS? Do I have to write TOEFL? What countries am I looking at? Do I still want to go back to the school I finished from? Do I want to study in Nigeria? Do I want to continue in Nigeria? A lot of things are going through. And for those that are in relationships, I want to get married this year. I want to get married next year. For me, that I wasn't in a relationship. I was already projecting, okay, where do I want to get married? I started making all these plans. And one thing about me, I like to make plan A, B, C, D. So if plan A doesn't work, I have others to fall back to. It's just very wise to have a redundant system. That is my opinion about life, basically. So that was what I did, and then I was just busy increasing capacity. So I would say that's another thing that helped me in Kwara State. Capacity building didn't keep me bored. Another thing is that recreation and sports. So what I did was that I joined the gym, basically. I wanted to stay fit, and then I wanted to keep my mind off the boredom. And to be honest, I got an apartment, but I didn't get a generator. In Nigeria, we hardly have electricity. There's hardly power. So, but at the gym, there's surely going to be power. So that was also an avenue for me to get a place to charge my gadgets and then also stay fit. So I joined the gym, and then I was, quite consistent with that for some time, to be honest. And then another thing that I did was I did a lot of sleepovers. I didn't have a lot of girlfriends when I was growing up. I was very nerdy, and then when I was in school, I had more male friends than girlfriends. So when I was in NYC, it was part of my aim to make girlfriends, and I'm so grateful to God for that. And I'm going to share why. Girlfriends, godly girlfriends, are like a rock for you. To be honest, like, I learned to share my thoughts, my opinions, my fears, my challenges with girls, because I used to think that I was the only one going through what I was going through. But when I started opening up and voicing out my issues, I discovered that almost all my friends were going through the same thing, and I was able to learn from them and to grow. So I think that helped me to be transparent and to have a support system. I didn't have to go talk to some guy about issues that you should be talking to girls about, about situationships and stuff and relationships, basically, and just learning from my friends. And I'm really grateful for that rock that I have. So another thing is that I still have a sleep. I still organize sleepovers. Like, I wasn't always in my house. I invited them to come to my house sleepover sometimes because they are sleepover, and it was always fun. These are friends that I made from camp, and then it was just always really good. And that is another way for you to get ideas, because to be honest, news won't fly and just come and meet you. You have to go out in search of information. So being close to those girls got me a lot of information, and I was able to learn a lot of things. Some opportunities came, and also, it just helped me to build solid relationships with those girls, and I'm super grateful to God for that, because till now, after NYSC, those girls are still my amazing friends. They're still really good friends to me. And another thing for Kwara State that I learned in Kwara State was that, growing up, everything we learned was still in theory. We hadn't learned the practical. So I learned to exercise my faith when I was in Kwara State. I had to look for my own PPA by myself, and I got a really, really good place, and I was getting paid apart from my allowance. So that also helped. I was able to meet a lot of people that were willing to invest in me and my business and my future. So I started networking, consciously networking, you understand? And then I started, it was just amazing. I learned to network. I just had to. and I enjoy doing so. I learn to be open. When people walk up to you, you don't just like diss them and think that they have nothing to offer. Just listen to people. You never know. Listen to people. Get their card if you have to. I can't count the number of people that I've spoken to that are way out of my league. Like, like bosses. Do you understand? And they are all standing as like, mentors for me now in my career path and all that. So I'm really grateful to God for that. And that's another plus. Another thing that I would say that really helped me during my service year was that I used that time to grow my relationship with God. I've always been cool with God, but I wanted to be tighter, closer. So that was another season for me. I didn't take any spiritual engagement for granted. I tried to, do more, studying of the Word and then practicing the Word, and it really helped me, and I'm really grateful for that, because that's something that will never ever ever leave you once you have that intimacy with God. And God, opened me up to a lot of ministries that I know if I didn't have the desire to be closer to Him, I never would have identified or found those ministries. One of such is One Church LA. Okay, I found out One Church LA when I was doing my youth service. No, during my IT. That was 2013. Okay, but at least I just kept on growing, in the spirit, and I'm really grateful to God for that. And I got a vision to start my YouTube channel during that season, and then I got a lot of insights into a lot of stuff. So I would say for anyone that is probably saving right now, I would say please don't waste your NYC year. Don't be bored. Do you understand? Like, don't get bored. There's so much to do. Even if the only thing you can do is to build solid relationships with people, I think that's good enough. And then if you can acquire skills, because I did a lot of not a lot, just about 3 professional exams during my NYSC year, because I just wanted to keep building capacity. Like, 1 year of my life can't just be idle. Do you understand? Apart from serving your nation, you need to serve your destiny also. So that's another thing. And then I learned to take care of myself. I learned how to, I learned how to be a lady, basically, because I was usually tomboyish, or what do they call it? But I learned to be more of a lady, because I made more girlfriends during my service year. So that's another plus. And I will encourage people who want to just grow yourself, just capacity building. Like, don't waste that NYSC year on just jamboree. Like, develop yourself. It's your life, you understand? Like, and you're accountable to yourself first. So I'm really grateful to God for that, and I want to thank you all for checking out this video. If this video has helped in some way, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and just let me know in the comment section what else you want me to talk about. My next video is going to be about starting my business, what I've learned, and the challenges, and the blessings of it, and what is and what's not. Then also I'll make a video on handling disappointments, and just let me know if there's any topic you want me to talk about, and I'm just going to share my experience and my opinion. Thank you for watching.